Oh, hello there, hidden camera. And welcome to my super good fun spoiler time video. This section's always been called that, yes. But before we get into whatever the hidden super secret fun thing is, let's look at what a like. You should leave one. Agent Venom was spoiled today, and it was revealed that he would be in s.h.i.e.l.D., Guardians, and Web Warriors. I play two of these factions, so I'm pretty excited about new releases. I didn't think s.h.i.e.L.D. was going to get new releases this year. I'm pretty excited that we're getting at least one, very likely two, with Spider-Woman being possible to be in s.h.i.e.L.D. as well. I've got one game with Agent Venom. I've read his card. I'm going to give you some of my general thoughts in this kind of stream of consciousness hot takes thing. So, to start, guy's pretty mobile. I think the best thing to compare him to is like 4-Point Hawkeye. He's different in a lot of ways from that, but his big thing is he ignores rerolls. He has hook arrow. His web swing should be thought of as hook arrow rather than like the web swing of other web warriors because it doesn't add dice. It's just a place. So he's super mobile, long range. I think he might make s.h.i.e.L.D. able to chase, something that s.h.i.e.L.D.'s pretty bad at. And I'm pretty excited that he shores up some weaknesses in s.h.i.e.L.D. and Guardians. I'm really not sure where he fits in Web Warriors, and I'm pretty out on how Web Warriors lists are built at the moment. How I would use him in s.h.i.e.L.D. Right now, my s.h.i.e.L.D. roster has one empty slot in it. That slot is flexing around right now, but currently it's occupied by Sam Wilson, who is there because he brings anti-cover and chase tech. Agent Venom brings anti-cover and chase tech, so I think it's pretty easy to slot him in there. The 3-threat versus 4-threat doesn't really matter because s.h.i.e.L.D. is abundant with 3 threats. He has a long-range gun and a short-range grenade. I think another Incinerate model is good. Whether or not he can slot into the commandos when the points don't work or when the points would allow that to happen, I'm interested to test out. One of the standard openers with s.h.i.e.L.D. is you put the two Furies next to each other. Fury Senior goes up and incinerates a model. Then Fury Jr. comes up with the grunts and they take 2 shots at him. And this does a lot of damage. He can actually do this because there is enough play that if you put them next to each other, that they can both get to range 3 of a person holding the center objective. It is possible he'll take the place. Now, they do some slightly different things. This guy doesn't bring Got Your Back. He doesn't bring Brothers in Arm. He does kind of fill the niche there, and he does have more damage than them for his extra threat. Agent Venom's defenses, he's a 12 hit point model with 4-2-3. This makes him fairly squishy for a 4. And nearly every 4 in the game that's played competitively is a little bit tougher than Agent Venom. Now, the vast majority of them are less mobile than him. But if you think about like Medusa or Voodoo or Panther or Dynamo, are all much, much tankier than this character. So a little bit weaker there, and unlike normal Venom, doesn't have access to healing. At least right now, we don't know what his cards are. Maybe he'll have a card that is some sick attack that heals him a bunch. Who knows? Project Rebirth is interesting. We've seen this effect only on one other model. Blade is kind of maligned as kind of a weak leader that has a good leadership, but is overall kind of a weak model. But his ability to shake for power is really, really strong. Makes him functionally immune to stagger. And then he can kind of get off a lot of the other conditions when it's relevant for him to do so. I don't hate it. Seems good. Getting rid of conditions is very difficult in MCP, and being able to do it for power should not be scoffed at. All-star quarterback, 3 power, size 3 throw, throws from within 2, throws short. This seems pretty on par with other 4-threat throws. Some of them are cheaper, some of them throw farther, some of them throw from farther. But I think it's a good rate. Like, obviously you want a cost 2 throw, but not everything can have a cost 2 throw. Not everything's vision. This guy has crazy demands on his power. A lot like Venom. I think his power economy is a lot simpler than Venom's. So first of all, he's just better at building it. The longer range means that he's just more capable of putting it out. He's faster, has longer range. I think place yourself 3 versus pull the enemy medium are kind of the same. So he's faster than Venom with a longer range weapon, means he's more reliably going to get to double tap that builder. I think the big difference between the two of their power economies is that Venom wants to sit with a bunch of power on him when he's not activating so that he can protect himself and protect his hit point pool. Agent Venom is just going to be protected by where you put him. He doesn't have mid-turn interaction. He just has his kit, he uses it during his turn, dump all your power, maybe try to hang on to one power so that you can guaranteed jump to start the next turn. So I think Agent Venom is a very good addition to S.h.i.e.L.D. I was initially a little bit disappointed with him because I know what the super strong things that are typically put on Spider characters and on S.h.i.e.L.D. characters. We're talking rapid fire, we're talking crazy mid-turn or mid-opponent turn interaction like Bodyguard or Eye in the Sky or Lifesaver or Counterattack or Got Your Back. He didn't have any of that stuff. So I was initially a little bit disappointed, but I do think this piece is really solid and he really fills up a bunch of the holes that S.h.i.e.L.D. specifically has. Now, I'm not as sure where he's going to fit in Web Warriors and Guardians. I'm going to give him some tries in Web Warriors, especially if the Peter Parker rumors are true with him getting extra hit points. If that's the case, I'm very excited to try out Web Warriors. What do you guys think? Is Agent Venom going into your slots? Is all the hype worth it? Do you guys think they're going to splash this character anywhere? I don't have any. He's in all of my factions, so I'm not sure where we would splash him. But let me know in the comments down below. And remember, guys, fun is a finite resource.